those who own one need to be well educated to make sure they don't land in the wrong hands.
If you're carrying a firearm, carry it. If you're not carrying it, secure it somewhere.
As gun safety continues to be a trending topic, Stephen Young, the owner of Impact Armory and Service, says it's important to understand how firearms work.
We want to make sure customers get the most out of their investments in firearms. So by partnering up with our customers to make sure that they're doing the right things to take care of them, they're properly educated to do so.
Different firearms require different locks, and before you lock it away, there are a few steps to take.
For safety purposes, what you always want to do is make sure before you do anything with a firearm is remove the magazine from the firearm. So if the magazine was actually in the firearm, you'd hit the magazine release, remove the magazine out of it. Next step would be to clear it and make sure it's absolutely clear. In this case, we're looking to get inside the chamber here, make sure there's no ammunition in there. Also check through the well on the bottom to make sure that nothing has fallen in that place. And once we know that it's clear, we can either use an ad hoc chamber indicator or, round indicator, something to mark that we're getting completely through the barrel and it's not obstructed.
Young says one of the most popular locks is the cable lock.
And you'd simply run that down through the chamber all the way to the bottom of the magazine well, and then you would lock it in place, and that firearm is locked up. You can't do anything with it. You would literally have to go through the efforts of cutting the cable to do so. This is one that goes through and fits completely through the cavity so that it blocks the ability for what it does is you basically put that on, lock it in place, remove the key, give it a good squeeze, and now it's very much locked in place.
Also stressing that the lock is only there to slow someone down.
They're not going to guarantee that they can't be breached in some way, shape, or form, but you truly have to want it really bad if you're going to go through that process of damaging your firearm.
Another important tip, Young says, to also lock up your ammunition separately from your gun and do not store your firearm under a bed, mattress, or an unlocked drawer. For now, Anna Medina, ABC 36 on your side.
All right, let's get a check on that forecast now with our chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck. Another gray, overcast Tuesday out there as we slip back into that summer pattern, really.
And the mugginess is back.
Yeah, we had a little tease of it yesterday. You really feel it again this afternoon. Yeah. Mainly overcast, but we did have a few breaks of sunshine, breaks in the clouds, and that allowed temperatures to actually spike up into the low 80s here in the Bluegrass primarily. Now, that area of low pressure, which was over west central Kentucky 24 hours ago, is now over East Tennessee. So really areas south of I-64, that's been the more favored area for scattered showers and thunderstorms to develop. And, of course, being on the north side of the low, everything's going against the grain. It's moving east to west as opposed to west to east like we typically see. So this stuff is actually moving away from Irvin and toward, say, Waco and eastern Madison County and toward Richmond, also down into northern Jackson County. And then we got scattered showers and storms dotting the landscape through southern and now into southeastern counties, southeastern Kentucky. Some of the counties down there, some localized heavier rain, as you see, to go along with some thunder and lightning. You can see the circulation here just to the west of Knoxville. It's a picture from about 15 minutes ago. You can see those towering cumulonimbus clouds with those storms looking to the north from Wayne County out of the Kentucky mesonet. Our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD camera network. Again, a good bit of overcast. It's 82 though. Note the northeast wind, about 15 to 20, so it's breezy with our Hicks and Funson cam checking out Hamburg. Areas to the south, more cloudiness, more rain into the 70s, and of course, there are your high dew points, upper 60s and low to mid 70s. That's your summer-like feel, and we're going to see more of that, ironically, as we welcome summer for the day on Wednesday. I'll tell you more about that in your 7-day coming up.
Kentucky State Police is investigating an officer-involved shooting in Boyd County. Troopers say that shooting happened Sunday night just before 8:30 in Ashland. No other information has been released by KSP at this time. An investigation into the incident continues. ABC 36 has reached out for specifics. We'll, of course, keep you updated on any new developments.
Well, President Biden's son, Hunter, will plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors and reached a deal with federal prosecutors on a felony gun possession charge.
According to a court filing from the Department of Justice, the DOJ is expected to recommend probation for the tax misdemeanors. The gun charge will likely be diverted, meaning it'll be dismissed if Hunter Biden abides by certain conditions for a period of time. Final sentencing decisions will be up to the judge. The White House saying in a statement the Bidens love their son and support him. According to Hunter Biden's attorney, the deal with prosecutors will resolve the long-running federal criminal probe into the president's son. The attorney also saying Hunter Biden thinks it's, quote, important to take responsibility for these mistakes he made during a period of turmoil and addiction. Kentucky State Representative James Comer taking to social media saying, quote, Hunter Biden is getting away with a slap on the wrist when growing evidence uncovered by the House Oversight Committee reveals the Bidens engaged in a pattern of corruption, influence peddling, and possibly bribery.
The ACLU of Kentucky and other organizations have filed motions to dismiss their case challenging 2 abortion bans after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Comes after the Kentucky Supreme Court issued a ruling that takes away health care providers' ability to defend the rights of their patients. In a statement released today, the group says in part, quote, numerous obstacles stand in the way of patients coming forward to participate in litigation. We remain open to hearing from patients who are in Kentucky and need to access an abortion. Those patients can pursue a challenge to complete the ban and 6-week abortion ban and help restore abortion access in the Commonwealth. ACLU Kentucky says it's now looking to hear from patients who need access to abortion and could be plaintiffs in a potential lawsuit challenging the law.
24 people arrested in a drug roundup in Laurel County following an ongoing investigation. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office and London Police say the drug investigations resulted in charges ranging from trafficking meth and possession of meth to trafficking heroin, trafficking opiates, and drug indictment warrants, along with probation violation, persistent felony offender, a federal indictment warrant, and complaint warrants. Those arrested range in age from 26 to 66 and were booked in the Laurel County Detention Center. The Laurel County Drug Interdiction Task Force continues to investigate and says more arrests are expected. Lexington has a new affordable housing option. City leaders gathering at the Alcove at Russell this morning for a ribbon-cutting ceremony.
ABC 36's Jane Davenport was there and has more.
I am outside of the Alcove at Russell, where a 202-unit affordable housing development has just become available. This development represents a $46 million investment to the area. It is located in Lexington's Winburn neighborhood. Mayor Gordon says she is glad to see the new development, as affordable housing is a pressing need in our city. As of right now, the Alcove is more than 26% occupied. Reporting live, I'm Jane Davenport, ABC 36, on your side.
Well, the first resident moved in March of this year. Working families who earn up to 60% of the area median income or up to $53,580 annually for a family of 4 qualify.
You can find more information by clicking on this web story at WTVQ.com.
Well, coming up, fireworks sales are surging to pre-pandemic levels. We'll speak to a local family-run business who says they're already seeing a rush.
Plus an update on that desperate search and rescue operation underway to find a sub that went missing on a trip to see the wreckage of the Titanic.